Part 5. Artificial companionship instead of real relationships. From AI chatbots to lifelike robots, simulated intimacy will displace community and relationships. These tools can create cycles of dependency and withdrawal from authentic fellowship and ultimately covenantal marriage. Hey, why risk love and intimacy, vulnerability, and betrayal if I can have an artificial companion that listens to me and affirms me, even loves me? How do we address this terrible trend of pursuing artificial virtual companionships rather than true relationships and communities? Well, God designed us for love and relationship. It's not simply about technology, it's about what it means to be truly known and loved as image bearers of God. Our Creator made us for communion with Himself and with one another in genuine, embodied relationships that reflect His covenantal love. Artificial relationships may mimic empathy, but they cannot offer mutual sacrifice, moral growth, or the sacred vulnerability that real love requires. True human flourishing comes from real relationships with God and one another. The longing for intimacy is God-given, but when pursued through virtual or synthetic substitutes, it becomes a distortion of the relational goodness God designed. The Lord God said, "It is not good for man to be alone. I will make for him a helper suitable for him." Genesis 2:18. From the beginning, God declared that relationship, not solitude, is the proper context for human life. The companionship God provided was not mechanical or virtual, but embodied, reciprocal, and covenantal. Real intimacy requires two souls bearing the image of God, not interaction with an imitation. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. For if one falls down, his companion can lift him up. But pity the one who falls without another to help him up. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. Ecclesiastes 4:9-12. True community involves mutual presence, shared labor, and sacrificial support. Artificial companionship cannot empathize, suffer, or bear burdens. It may simulate affirmation, but it lacks the soul-to-soul reality that strengthens, corrects, and uplifts. And let us consider how to spur one another on to love and good deeds. Let us not neglect meeting together, as some have made a habit, but let us encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. Hebrews 10:24-25. Here the writer of Hebrews instructs believers to gather physically because presence matters. We're made for flesh and blood community, not disembodied digital simulation. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. This mystery is profound, but I am speaking about Christ and the church. Ephesians 5:31-32. Marriage is not merely emotional or physical companionship. It is a sacred covenant reflecting Christ's love for his church. Simulated intimacy can never mirror this divine mystery because it lacks covenant, permanence, and self-giving love. God designed the oneness of marriage to point towards eternal communion with Him, something no algorithm can replicate. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. 1 John 4:7-8. Real love originates in God's being, not large language models. Artificial companions cannot know or love in the biblical sense because love entails selfless sacrifice rooted in divine reality. True intimacy will always call for vulnerability, forgiveness, and service, the very things that shape our souls towards Christ-likeness. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. John 15:12-13. Jesus defines love as self-sacrifice. Technology may simulate affection, but it cannot give itself. Love without the risk of betrayal, hurt, or forgiveness is not love. It's an illusion that isolates the heart from true communion. Let love be genuine. Abhor what is evil. Cling to what is good. Romans 12:9. Artificial intimacy promises comfort without covenant, closeness without sacrifice, and pleasure without righteousness. Yet God calls us to something far greater, authentic relationship rooted in His truth, where love costs something and transforms everything.